Firefighters in Australia are calling the danger from wildfires there unparalleled. There are more than 60 fires burning along Australia's east coast.
The first case of the deadly coronavirus making its way to the U.S.
The CDC is predicting more than 180,000 deaths in the U.S.
The year 2020 was a massive wake-up call for everyone. Many of us felt totally devastated and frustrated, and the series of shocking events caused trauma and panic to mankind. Businesses and organizations, large and small, were affected heavily due to loss of profit. Moreover, many organizations were forced to close. However, not all companies gave up easily. We are proud to say that Flood Control Asia RS Corporation has survived the year 2020. So join me as we watch the flood experts recall in 2020. Some of the highlighted events: our President and CEO Dr. Andreas Klippe, together with Ms. Maria Fatima Usi, co-founder and Vice President of Flood Control Asia RS Corporation, attended some momentous events that were joined by other businessmen, government officials, and prominent people from various sectors overseas. The council meeting of ECCP, or the European Chamber of Commerce of the Philippines, Central Luzon. The breakfast briefing of German-Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, or GPCCI. The Management Association of the Philippines, or MAP, economic briefing and general membership meeting held at Shangri-La at the Fort. The FM Global meeting in Singapore, which had happened before the lockdown. And for the first time, Her Excellency Anke Reifenstuhl, German ambassador to the Philippines, together with the Department of Trade and Industry, visited Flood Control Asia RS Corporation. Due to the enhanced community quarantine, the RS team had to work remotely from March to June. But this pandemic was not an excuse for us to accomplish our specific target goals. Instead, we were able to conduct webinars and hired additional employees to accomplish additional workload. September was an inspiring month for the RS team. After a few months of working from home, the RS team went back to working at the office, and we were able to ship and install the first flood barrier in China. Our RS distributor, Mr. Spencer Huang, initiated the installation at the Compal Computers facility in Kunshan City, Jiangsu Province, China. In the midst of the pandemic too, the RS flood experts were able to save another residential property against flooding by installing the RS flood barriers in Mr. Anthony Quijano's residence at high-end subdivision Alabang, Muntinlupa. Another good news this year, RS Flood Control Asia RS Corporation received shipment from Germany containing German quality flood protection systems. Turning to other achievements of the RS team are the live and taped interviews of our CEO Dr. Andreas Klippe from Philippine media giants. Here are some of the highlights. Interview with PTV4.
I think a very good way is first to protect the hospitals.
Interview with the State of the Nation address with Miss Jessica Soho.
Not rusting, so it's good for the next 50 years. It can block the entrance, the door, the basement, all kind of openings for houses, parking houses, and special applications are entrances for hospitals.
Finally, the interview with Mr. Arnel Ignatius, Oh My Job.
Kausapin na natin ang President and CEO of Flood Control Asia RS Corporation, Dr. Andreas Klippe. Hello! Good afternoon!
Magandang hapon!
Aba!
Magandang hapon on Tuesday and Bea.
Magandang hapon, Dr. Klippe!
Let us not forget Dr. Andreas Klippe's article that was published on the Philippine Daily Inquirer and the MAP Memo. In addition, the Flood Protection Project for the Philippine General Hospital was featured on the Business World and from the Philippines regional newspaper Informer from Tarlac City. We are going global. As active as he is, Dr. Andreas Klippe, together with the RS team, hosted webinars and online forums for university students, government agencies, even for the business sectors overseas. The RS team always wants to produce the best, not just for flood barriers, but also for its office equipment and gadgets. To be more productive, Flood Control Asia RS Corporation received new units of Mac from Apple. It also received new engineering tools and new audio equipment as well. As we end the year 2020, a major project, Develop PPP, was launched from the RS team successfully. On December 2, 2020, the Flood Protection Project for the Philippine General Hospital in Manila was launched. The Federal Republic of Germany and Flood Control Asia RS Corporation provided a grant for the flood protecting of the said state-owned hospital. The Federal Republic of Germany was represented by the Ambassador to the Philippines, Her Excellency Anki Riefenstuhl. To ensure the proper technical auditing, our RS engineers went to the Philippine General Hospital for an engineering assessment. All the achievements and the accomplishments this year would not be possible without the efforts of the RS team. As they always say, teamwork makes the dream work. To our followers on our social media platforms, please continue supporting us online, and always remember, stay safe and flood free.